Hi, this is Ted Kirkendall. Today we're going to learn to play the 12-bar blues rhythm in the key of A. Alright, A is a great key to start. We have all three of the chords can be played in open position. We've got the A, we've got D, and we've got E. So I'm going to play through this once and then we'll talk about some points. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, couple things I want to point out first. We call it the 12-bar blues. The reason is because there are 12 bars, or 12 measures. There are variations on this, but the standard progression is the one that I just played. That would be 4 bars on the A chord, 2 bars on the D chord, 2 bars on the A chord, 1 on the E chord, 1 on the D chord, 1 on the A chord, and then 1 on the E chord. The last 2 bars are known as the turnaround, and because that's what it does. It takes you back to the beginning. We're playing what's known as a shuffle rhythm, and what shuffle means is there are 2 ways to play eighth notes as far as dividing a quarter note into 2 parts. The first way would be with straight eighth notes, and that's where there are 2 equal parts per quarter note. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The other way to play the eighth notes is what's known as swinging the eighth notes, and that's what gives us our shuffle rhythm. And when you swing the eighth notes, you're playing the first one roughly 2/3 of the beat, and the second one would be the other third. Now you really don't have to, there's no math involved here, it's just a feel which you'll develop the more you play it. So here's what that sounds like. Long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? So let's get down to how we play this. We're playing, we start off in just a basic power chord position with an open A string and this E note at the 2nd fret of the 4th string, the D string. We're going to play those 2 together. On beats 1 and 3, we're going to hit those twice. Okay? On beats 2 and 4, we're going to put our ring finger, or 3rd finger, at the 4th fret, also on the 4th string, maintaining that open A string. And so we're going to be toggling back and forth between those 2. The open string in the 2nd fret, open string in the 4th fret. So it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you put that ring finger down the 2nd time, that's 1 measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be 1 bar of the 12 bars. You see, I notice with my right hand I'm using all downstrokes. Quite often you play eighth notes in an alternate picking manner, but in this case we're not going to do that. You don't really get the good sound if you're alternating. You can hear that. I'll do that down and up, and it won't sound quite right. Okay, unless I was going at a really fast tempo where I couldn't play all downs, I would always play all downstrokes. Okay, and that's really about all there is to it as far as the technique goes. After your 4 bars, on the A chord, you're going to drop your first finger straight down. So we're going to have the open D string and the second fret on the G string or the third string. And again, we're just going back and forth between the second fret and the fourth fret. Okay, there's our 2 bars of that. You'd be back again for the the A chord, 2 bars. And then in bar 9, we're going to move our first finger up to the 5th string, 2nd fret still, play the open 6th string and the 2nd fret 5th string. So we got 1 measure there, back to the D, 1 measure, back to the A for 1 measure, back to the E for 1 measure. And then at that point you either go back to the top or you end on an A chord. That would be just at the ending. You would play the A chord. If you wanted to keep going, you would always go back to the E chord in bar 12. Alright, well, there's not a lot more to that. So if you have any questions, you can always let me know. But that is it for the 12-bar blues shuffle rhythm in the key of A. Hope you enjoy it.